Greetings, children of the screen, your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again. Now guys, I apologize about the sound quality on this video. There's a lot of cool books coming out this week, and for me to get them all done, I'm having to film when times when I normally wouldn't film, which means I have to have the AC on because it's like 102 degrees here in Texas. So with that little apology out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this quick thoughts video, this time taking a look at Cosmic Ghostrider #1 by Kate, Burnett, and Fidela. Man, guys, this character was first introduced back in Donny Cates' run of Thanos, and ever since then people have been chomping at the bit. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. We open on 3 4-panel pages, quickly taking us through the history of Frank Castle, from soldier to the recently departed Cosmic Ghostrider. We then cut to the present in Valhalla, as Frank Castle engages in combat with a giant god. Frank seems to be losing, but the god asks him who taught him how to fight. Thanos? Frank breaks a glass, moving in on him, consumed by rage, and states, the devil and the US Marine Corps. Later, Frank sits looking at the Bifrost when he's approached by Odin, who asks him how Frank can disrespect him so much after he moved time and space to rip him out of that failed timeline and deliver him to Valhalla. Castle responds, because his whole life, his mission, he was able to make peace with that for one reason alone, because he always knew that one day his punishment was also coming. Odin, looking weary, beckons to Frank to follow him. As they walk down the halls of Valhalla, Odin tells him that if he does not want to be there, then he won't be. And to borrow a phrase from Earth, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. And with that, he reveals Cosmic Ghostrider's bike. Odin then reinfuses Frank with the Cosmic Ghostrider power and sends Cosmic Ghostrider Frank Castle to his desired destination, Titan. As Frank makes his way down the streets of Titan, he muses to himself, how is it that in the world he comes from, a world full of time-traveling assassins, no one's managed to take Thanos out before he became the monster he was destined to become? And then he raises his gun to the sleeping infant Thanos in his crib. Frank pulls the trigger but gets only a click as the gun jams. The infant Thanos then wakes, leaping from his crib, attacking Ghostrider with a series of infantile punches and kicks. Annoyed that the child is already this petulant, Frank decides screw it. It snatches the infant up, performing the penance stare on him. However, this is also of no effect because at this age, though Thanos might already be a pain in the ass, he is innocent. Not knowing what else to do, Frank punches the infant, knocking him out and grabs him with his chain. We then cut to the final page where we see Cosmic Ghostrider riding his bike, zooming through the cosmos with baby Thanos chained to his chest like a cosmic baby Bjorn, and that is where this issue leaves us off. So for the artwork in this book, we have a very mixed bag. Once again, we have two very talented artists whose artwork seems to be conflicting with each other. Again, the inks and the pencils are fantastic. They're a little bit more on the caricaturized side, but in a good balanced way. And then you have coloring that looks like it belongs in frickin' Adventure Time or Steven Universe. Just a complete opposite end of the spectrum. When I first saw the black and white promo prints for this book, I was super excited. And today when I opened the book up and saw it with the coloring, it diminished the quality of that art by about 50%. Again, I've read books by both of these guys. They're very talented and I've enjoyed their work. But on this one particular book, it seems like their two styles are contradicting each other or clashing with each other, which tends to rob the book of any kind of tone or atmosphere, or it looks like a cartoon. It's a big cartoon. The writing in this book is classic Donny Cates cool. He manages to keep the story still isolated in its own timeline or universe as to not mess up anything going on in the normal continuity. He does a few little course corrections to Frank Castle that kind of fix some issues that some of us had with the way he was depicted in the original Thanos run with this character. And furthermore, he gives us a fast-paced, awesome intro into whatever he's going to do in this story that has infinite potential. Now keep in mind there are a few little pacing for the trade issues in this, but as I've said before, that's just the state of the industry right now, and I don't feel right holding that against an individual comic whenever that's what 90% of comics are doing right now. In conclusion, guys, I really enjoyed this book this week. The artwork definitely pulled me out of the story a couple of times, but not enough to ruin the entire book. I feel like this is a really good introduction to this character and this universe for people who didn't necessarily get in touch with it when it was first appearing in Thanos. And again, I'm really excited about the infinite potential for what he can do with this story, with it being in an alternate universe and all that kind of stuff. He gets to do his own thing. So I'm really excited to see it. And guys, I don't know about y'all, I really enjoyed this issue. I know it wasn't perfect, but I highly enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see what Donny Cates has in store for us next. So this week, this book is going to be getting 3.5 out of 5 GGs and a recommend. Right on, guys, but that's just what I thought. What'd you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please leave a like and share it with some friends. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get updates on all the dope content I'll have coming out in the future. Furthermore, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I will have the link for that in the description below. Thank you very much, children of the screen, and I hope you all have a good one. Nerd Scum, out.